Bloody hell.
So it's working. Press it again. Means to estimate, apparently.
Can we
Valutare.
can we do it without the
Music.
the ambient music?
Oh, I thought I'd switched that off once. Come back on again for some obscure.
Is that, and it claims the ambient music helps, does it? Or it helps something, or it's just a feature?
Riempire.
Last I read, still not from this of course,
Riempire.
ambient music doesn't help.
Frettoloso.
Oh, now this is one I don't know. To leave.
Partire.
Partire.
Emozionante.
To leave.
Allenarsi.
Srotolare.
That's the training.
Riempire.
You sure 60's hot enough, Dad?
La
Sorry?
sfida.
Is 60 definitely hot enough?
I can't remember what it was called. John Charles Kerr, Carr, who was a lord, and of course there was also this bloke from Liverpool who sort of enlightened me that when he got out of the army, what he intended to do was get a job and go to the pub and not much else. I was the only Catholic and possibly the only practicing Christian in that room.
I should know that.
Everybody else was sort of very secular. What was a shock to me, their main interest was sex. That was their religion, really. We hadn't any Jews in the thing, but of course that's the only thing that the army at the time seemed to bother about, because if you went on church parade, the declaration was Jews and Catholics fall out. So I know how difficult it must have been for people who actually were at that time in particular. Anybody who was gay would have an awful time, because I know, because I mean because they suspected me. So I know how difficult it must have been for people who actually were.
Nancy boys.
My nickname was Aubrey. It sounded feminine. I had to put up with that.
Recollections of an old man. As I was born on the 30th of October 1933, I was brain damaged with cerebral palsy and so physically disabled from left side hemiplegia that my mother thought I would never be able to work for a living. On reflection, it was not so surprising that I was born disabled, because I was the last of my mother's 10 children, and she was 45 at the time. 9 of those 10 children survived to adulthood. Today, we have the social view of disability, according to which society has to make reasonable provision for disabled people. In the 1930s, our much more common view was that of a medical one. Disabled people were treated surgically and then expected to fit in with society as well as they were physically able to.
I'm your drill corporal.
Although the NHS...
My name is Smith with an E, and I'm a bastard. The recall that I have was it was the sort of pain where you want to die. And you don't. Saturday night at King George's, or if you were really, really well off, you know, and somebody had a car. You brought pal, loads of people in the car. Never mind seatbelts or anything like that. Loads of people in the car. And go to Blackpool.
It
goes out of the depths to thee, O Lord, I cry. Lord, deign to lend thine ear to suppliant sigh. If sins of man thou scannest, who may stand that searching eye of thine and chastening hand?
O young Lochinvar is come out of the west. Through all the wide border his steed was the best. And save his good broadsword, he weapons had none. He rode all unarmed, and he rode all alone. So faithful in love, and so dauntless in war, there never was a knight like the young Lochinvar. He stayed not for brake, and he stopped not for stone. He swam the Esk River, where ford there was none. But ere he alighted at Netherby gate, the bride had consented, the gallant came late. For a laggard in love, and a dastard in war, was to wed the fair Ellen of brave Lochinvar. So boldly he entered the Netherby hall, among bridesmen and kinsmen and brothers and all. Then spoke the bride's father, his hand on his sword, for the poor craven bridegroom said never a word. O come ye in peace here, O come ye in war, or to dance at our bridal, young Lord Lochinvar?